Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Time check is 6 a.m. approaching. It's a weekday, it's Sunday if I'm not mistaken. Very soon, after just 1 hour or so, I will start hearing the honking noise, which is very common in Bangladesh. We have sounded by schools, which is also horrible because I hate the morning, the beautiful surrounding sound. So anyway, so that's not the video. The video is about prices that I don't like. It's not the noise. I don't like these prices. This is going to be that episode. I have put up 6 fragrances as examples. There are plenty more fragrances out there. So let me break it down for you what this video is all about. Okay. And you tell me if you agree with me or not. So hold on. Yeah, bugs. Don't like bugs at all. Hate bugs. Okay. So the idea is this. Okay. There are many fragrances in the community, the market, current days, and for many years, fragrance is a huge industry. But recent times, the price hike, on every single fragrance is just crazy. It's like getting out of reach. And there are a lot of fragrances I always complain, like I feel they are charging you way too much for what they are. So how do I deduce that, or how do I come up to that conclusion, like this is too pricey for what it is, Some of these fragrances are my favorite, all these 6 fragrances I'm going to show you, they're some of my favorite perfumes, but I used to pay much less for them and I would not pay the prices. Now I'll give you examples soon, but some of the Middle Eastern perfumes are also overpriced, some of the celebrity fragrance overpriced, some of the designers niche, Back in the days, perhaps they were better priced in a way that they were fair, you could afford it within $100. I think that's an ideal pricing for designers. But nowadays, when they launch a fragrance, it goes up to sometimes 150, 200. And for designers, even 2-3 years back, we would not pay for any designer, whatever the designer, even if it's Highline, even if it's Tom Ford, we would think twice. Let's say Tom Ford's Black Orchid or Tom Ford Noir Extreme, we would look to pay not more than $130, $140 because those are the prices. So now, some of these fragrances have gone up to $200 plus. And what are the reasons? Maybe due to a lot of these unsettling things in the world, the war and everything, and also the COVID situation, as I told you before. But somehow I don't really see the justification behind putting a small little 55 ml bottle and asking for $200 for it, Prices do vary in different countries, but I'm looking at my current market here, local markets, and I'm telling you the prices from there, okay? For example, this is fragrance, the Versace line, which is called Eros. They recently launched the citrusy one, the yellow one, Versace Eros. I even sold it, I forgot the name, that yellow bottle. Then they released Najem, right? Najem. I really wanted to buy it. Even if it was 110, I would buy it. I asked the price, it is nearly $150. And I was like, I just did this maths in my head. Versace Eros used to be what? 55, 60, for 100 ml. That was the Versace Eros pricing. When the EDP came, Parfum came, they became like 75 tops, not more than that. Then the 200 mls, even at this current market, the normal Eros EDP, Parfum, the Eros Flame, okay, these are within $100. So it's pretty good value. But when you see 100 ml of Najem comes out, no matter how exclusive this is, no matter how amazing it is, okay, no matter what, I do not see the point of $150 for 100 ml of Eros. You see the point? This is how I come up with my reasoning. I would rather pay like for 3-4 bottles of Middle Eastern fragrances. I can do my content as a content creator. I can enjoy many other fragrances with very decent fragrances, okay? So those are the reasons. So let me start by giving examples, okay? So this fragrance is one of my favorite fragrances. I was looking for my all extreme version, but let me show you Chanel Allure Homme. Any Chanel at this point is overpriced. Anything, in Bangladesh, this is 150 ml, right? This will cost you $250 or more, or maybe $260. At that price point, you can get amouages, you can get many other niche fragrances. So paying for this quality of Chanel or the bottle or the brand image, it looks good from far, like, okay, it's a Chanel. Back in the days, this 150 ml used to be $150 tops, okay? And that was even expensive for what it is, okay? But still could make this $100 per 100 ml, okay? For Chanel, it's a premium brand, I understand, but compared to this, let's say the Versace Pour Homme, okay? Not as creamy or long lasting as this, but 200 ml of that costs like under $80, $40 per 100 ml. So 40 versus now this is how much? Around 100 something dollars plus, right? So I think this is overpriced. This is something I would not repurchase. I would cherish the memory, but no matter how much I enjoyed it, this is not the price that I would like to pay or I think it's worth it. Okay, so Chanel's in general, I do have Bloody Chanel. I have the whole line of Chanel, the modern line. I enjoyed them, Edition Blanche, but there's this new one out, something Leger, I forgot the name, the Chanel Allium Sport new, the red writing. And I asked the price, there was $230 for 100 ml. You guys tell me, like, if you have been playing the game for a very long time, does it make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. Chanel Allium Sport is my first example. Second example, let me give you, I don't have that bottle no more, I sold it off, but what I mean is Acqua di Gio Profumo. This is Puffa. The Puffa one, 125 ml, I paid $150. Actually expensive, but now it's down to $130 or so, but this 125 ml is hard to find. But I want to emphasize on Profumo. Why? Because that's discontinued, and some fragrances, when they get discontinued, people have high demand for them. I have few more lineup, in this list. So what happens is people are looking for it, so the sellers see it and they go like, oh, okay, I can get it for a decent price for $80, I can sell it for $200. That's just way too much. Yes, there's a demand, people are willing to pay, and they're paying because of the craving, but justification wise, like some of you will say, is it justified? No. The one of the latest one from this was the Acqua di Gio Absolute Elixir, the small little bottle that was $180 for 55 to 60 ml bottle. Absolute, even I don't want to even smell it, I don't want to even try it, because I would not love to pay that price if I like it. Let's say they release a 200 ml and that is $200. I can try it because I do like Acqua di Gio. I'm not saying I'll dislike this. This is one of my favorite fragrance lines, okay? But the price point, way too expensive. Don't pay that price. For me, makes no sense. Acqua di Gio Profumo. That one costs like $250 per 125 ml. Crazy. Next one, another prime example. Bvlgari Aquamara, my last bottle. This in 2021 or 2 or around there, like 3-4 years back. Some of the shops still had it, the whole set, like this one and the travel atomizer together. That used to cost like, they were giving up to $60, 60, 65 bucks you could get the set, 100 plus whatever the atomizer, like 15, 10 ml. And that point, nobody bought it. People thought like, oh, it's like overhyped fragrance. It's not really a great fragrance. People didn't buy it. Moment this one was announced, rare to find or is running out of stock, certain shops, they bought the whole stock from certain shops, and then they put a price tag of $150 for just the fragrance. And it was sold out as well. People did not want to pay 65, 70. They paid $150. And then it became totally rare. And now if you go to the shops, they're asking for this Amara, I think $200 within. Okay, so why? Does it make sense to you? Like, I would not repurchase this. Another fragrance I would not repurchase for that price. I cherish it, I like it, it's one of my favorite perfumes, but not for this price point, right? So Bvlgari in general is not worth more than $100 per se. Okay, so if you like buying it, it's up to you out of sentiments, but practicality wise, no. Bvlgari Aqua, another prime example. Next one, let me give you, this will shock the most of you because this is my most favorite fragrance of all time. This is DHI. Okay, DHI is now relaunched, but in the new packaging, like this bottle, I think the writing is like with this, it's still there, but the new one they launched, the Intense is written somewhere here or something like that, but someone told me the smell didn't change, but I noticed the notes have changed a little bit, so I want to try it. But what I really feel, they just repackaged it but did not reformulate DHI. Okay, so DHI is that, the, how to say, the holy, not spirit, what I want to say, holy grail. Okay, so like people have Aventus, DHI is my holy grail. But looking at the price now, Dior Homme Intense, most of the shops in general, they're asking for $200 within. Yeah, $200 per 100 ml. And for that price, it's never worth it. You can get Givenchy Reserve Privé, Gentleman line. You can get many other similar, Valentino Vumo Intense. That is still $120 within. So exactly half price you can get this quality, if not exactly same, but this DNA, maybe better longevity, better many other things, but exact you will not find. But just for the Dior, you're paying that price. Any Dior you want to go and buy now, just check the prices. It's insane. So Dior Homme Intense is not worth it. I'm telling you, with the full disclosure that this is my favorite signature scent. so many memories. This is the fragrance I will take always with me, but I would not pay this retail for this one. Okay, so Dior prices are insane now. Let me show you a couple more just to finish the video. This next one is from House of Thierry Mugler. Okay, you can guess already what this is gonna be. I'm showing you Pure Heaven. Same case with Pure Malt, Ultra Zest. They are being sold in the market for $250. Okay, Pure Heaven, if you guys remember back in the days, on Amazon or somewhere online, you could find this easily $65. That time itself, people were looking for better deals, like, hey, can I have it for 58? So people used to bargain and they could get very good deals, at once. So 65 was standard, 55, 65, and Pure Malt once was discontinued and then it was brought back. So was this. So Pure Heaven, Pure Malt are some of the outstanding, unique fragrances ever. Malt was about whiskey, fruitiness, and this one is more about the Havana cigar with that cherry, and I think there is a lavender, beautiful, beautiful notes. I enjoy this on a very rare occasion. I do not spray this every day, like casually. This Naxos are on the same level for me, but paying $250 for this, if you have the money, you can go buy it. But when it was available, not many people bought it, so it showed is the demand for less supply. That's what happened with this. So it's not worth $250 for me. Okay, so there you go, simple. One of my signature scents also, Pure Heaven. Oh man, that looks nice. That beautiful star, right? So this is not worth it at the price point. Let me give you the final example, which is my if I love putting something more than DHI, sometimes is this one, Angel Share. So Kilian fragrances in general, I bought this last time for 170. Okay, 170, 165, and that was already expensive because first bottle I bought ever was $130. Okay, that was very not cheap, but it was somewhat like I felt, when I paid for it, like this smell, the booziness, the sweet, the honey, whatever is in there, it's so worth it. And they got that oak note. Yeah, for me, it defines me. Whenever I go, I need confidence booster. I want compliments and stuff. If I know for sure thing I'll make an impact, people go, wow, this is that fragrance. But now this fragrance costs $250 per 50 ml, and there are a lot of takes on this, like what's that one, there is a French Avenue Royal Blend, right? So the Royal Blend and Royal Blend Nero both are very similar to this, of course a little bit synthetic, but longevity wise nothing less. But those are like around $45. So $45 for 100 ml, and then this is like 50 ml for $250. So I'm talking like to people who are somewhere, like where they try to make practicality out of life. So practicality wise, this is not worth it. Even this is the most holy grail, and there's a new one out that is like $500, similar to this. People say that's the most boozy one. Even not 100 ml, $580 for that. So yeah, beautiful bottles, but mostly you're paying for the brand image, brand value, and whatnot. So I will ask you, open question to all of you, let others know how you feel about it. Do you really feel the price hike is justified? Because as far as my memory serves, most of the people's salary, earning, everything since 2019 COVID era didn't improve. And if actually you had a significant, salary hike or making more money from business, then you feel like, yeah, everything went up, my lifestyle went up, so I can afford to pay more. Maybe that's a different issue, but I do not recall people's wealth, like normal working class people, middle class, upper middle class, who actually buy perfumes, their earnings didn't go up, and the fragrances are getting now to that level, not getting, it's already got there, which are super duper expensive. At this point, I used to think Givenchy's line used to be expensive. Like I would consider 3-4 years back, I would say this is expensive. Okay, Reserve Privé. Now I think this makes so much more sense, because yeah, it is $80-$85, but so much cheaper than DHI, right? Good quality fragrance. There are a lot of Middle Eastern perfumes which are cheap. That's why people are buying more of those. But I really wish, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to say Middle Eastern perfumes are better than designers. Designers definitely hold the better ingredients, better access to perfumers who are renowned, and then they have good facilities, labs and stuff. But the price, they're asking for designer quality now. Let's say I want to buy Prada or Hermes, Armani, you cannot touch them if you are like a normal person, because you see your earnings are standstill or less than before. Like a guy like me, I used to buy fragrances left and right without thinking. But when I buy a perfume for $150, I want at least like some people to watch it. Nobody's interested. Designers, nobody watches it. I will review one Hawas new flanker. It will get 10,000 views in 2 days for my like a small channel or so. So altogether, if I just do a conclusion, I really feel designers are niche. They have gone way out of range for people, and most people are not going to the shop to buy these anymore. I noticed it this last 2 months. Most of our community members did not buy that many perfumes. I bought only 3. So anyway, have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this content. And what are the fragrances according to you are overpriced? Okay, do let others know so people would be keeping that in the knowledge. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.